Have you had a chance to go outside today? I did. I went outside twice. Once to water my garden. Second, I walked across the apartment complex to get a pizza. Anyways, we're gonna talk about adventures outside. And I'm gonna introduce you to Faith Ringgold. She wrote a book called Tar Beach. And in this book, it's a little girl and her family are having a party on the rooftop of their apartment building. And then she starts to fly, and she flies all over New York City. She explores the whole city and visits other families and sees what they're doing. And she travels everywhere by flying. And so we've been talking about magic and imagination and fantasy. And so you are going to imagine that you are flying over a city, and we're going to talk about the different ways of perspective and viewing. So how we're viewing something right across from each other like this, or what does it mean to look over something where kind of like the bird's eye view. So that means you're looking down like a bird. So what would it look like? Example, if we were flying, if this is a building, and if we're standing, we're right here looking at it. But if we were flying over it, we're on top, so our view would be this. So it'd be completely different. Same with if this is, we walk up to the building, we can see it like this. But if we were flying over it, what we would see would be this point like this. So we have to switch our thinking, and how is it going to look from the top? If we were flying on top and looking down, what would it look like? So think of places and start thinking of how you're going to illustrate that. So we have Faith Ringgold. She is still alive. She's a painter, a civil rights activist, and author, and she's mostly known for her story quilts. This is where instead of drawing with paper and pencils or painting, she draws with fabric. She makes these quilts. And the story quilts were used to tell a story instead of like just using your words to tell a story, and rather than a book, these were stories that were told from grandma would tell mom, and mom would tell you. And so it's stories that you pass down. And it's celebrating her culture and stories of her life. And these are a couple of examples. This is a scene from Tar Beach. And it's a lot of little fabric pieces that she sews together. This is the family. The two little kids are sleeping on a mattress on the roof. This is the roof. This is the family having dinner, their dinner table. This is New York City. And these are the children flying. Someone's at the very top of this building here. This one is a painting of hers because she was also she did painting, sculptures, performing arts. She was a speaker. She does writing, so that's why she's an author. Illustrations, and like I said, her story quilts were what she's mostly known for. This is another quilt. This also tells a story. This is a river or a lake. These are people in the dark. They are in the woods, and here's the moon shining down their path. And we're going to talk about different views. Like I said, we're going to talk about adventures outside. And you're going to draw yourself outside, imagining in some sort of way that is not normally seen, such as you could be flying over a city. And so if you're the bird and you're looking down, you're not going to see things how we normally see, like this. Like this would be your normal view, where you would see the building straight on, and then maybe there's a park further down in the city, so you're seeing everything straight on. But if you're a bird, you're looking down, so you would see the top of houses, the top of trees, the top of cars. These little dots are my people. This is a swimming pool, and I have the road and a lake and more people hanging out right here. This is before we had to be in quarantine. And this is another fun view. This is, look, if you were a bug or an ant and you're looking up, when you're looking up, if you're down on the floor, what's closer to you is bigger, and as you look up, it goes further away. And so you're going to decide which view you're going to do, and then maybe where are you looking? Maybe you're at the beach, or at a city, or a park, or a make-believe land, or an amusement park. But you're going to illustrate yourself too. So if you're a little bug, or you're super tiny and shrunk, I want you to draw yourself real tiny. If you are looking down, I want to see you flying. I want to see, instead of a bird, it's going to be you. So let's get started. I decided I'm going to draw myself flying over a desert scene. So here I am flying my little boat. I see the top parts of the cactuses. I did the ones with the little flowers. I'm in the sky, so I'm drawing the stars and my sand. As always, use whatever materials you have at home. When you finish, please take a photo and upload to Class Dojo or tag me on Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget about the art contest going on the Aldine webpage. Happy art making!